One of Donald Trump's slimy sons went on Fox and Friends to stump for his daddy, and naturally he face-planted.
But what's relatable about Hillary Clinton to millennials? She's been a politician longer than all of them have been alive. I mean, she's been a politician longer than I've been alive. Think about that, right?
What's relatable about your dad, though, to millennials?
Well, I think he's a guy who's been an entrepreneurial guy. He's built an amazing company. He's become the epitome of the American dream. He's gone from just about nothing into, a man who just,
Nothing? You got $1 million? Wait, come on.
Listen, he's built an unbelievable empire. He's epitomized what America's all about: opportunity and working hard and being able to achieve your dreams and what you want to succeed, right? It's no different than a Zuckerberg, right? Who went out with a great idea like a Facebook and developed this idea and built it and grew it and grew it and grew it. That's achieving something.
That's the argument you're going to make, he said. My father started from, quote, just about nothing. He inherited his dad's ability to just brazenly lie in the most preposterous ways. Dude, you're on TV. Like, everybody could hear you. It's not just the people in the room that could hear you where you think, maybe I'll be able to get this over on them. Everybody in the world could hear you. Okay, first of all, Donald Trump even admits, my dad gave me a small loan. I'm not kidding, he said that, of $1 million. Okay, right there, your case is already done. Do you have any idea how many kids struggling in Harlem would do anything for $1 million? And honestly, there are a lot of kids who have these big entrepreneurial ideas where if you gave them $1 million, they actually would maybe be able to make some of themselves. And they would be successful. So this idea of like, well, next to nothing. Really? So if some random kid in Harlem got $1 million right now, would everybody say, oh, next to nothing? That's not next to nothing. That's $1 million fucking dollars. So first of all, already wrong just based off that. Second of all, that's not even true what Donald Trump says. Oh, he only gave me $1 million. His dad was worth well over $250 million. Now, his dad may have given him only a small loan of $1 million at the beginning when he started his career. When his dad died, he got, dozens of millions of dollars, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. So again, this idea of like, started from next to nothing. If only everybody in the country could start with next to nothing, as you define it. We'd all be pretty fucking happy if that was the case. And by the way, if I started with as much as Donald Trump, here's what would have never happened. I never would have went bankrupt at least 5 times, as he did. So I'm a better businessman than he is. How about that? That's another thing. He's, the American dream. Oh my God, he's such a hard worker. Does so great. Great entrepreneur. Really? Then what ended up happening with Trump Steaks, Trump Airlines, GoTrump.com. That was one. Trump Vodka, Trump Mortgage, Trump Magazine, Trump University, the well-known fraud, and the list goes on and on. So many. Trump the board game. There was a fucking Trump board game. Did you know he only sold his steaks, Trump steaks, at Sharper Image? Who does that? That is literally the dumbest business idea I've ever heard in my life. But that's what he did. You want to know why? He's a shitty businessman. I just told you he went bankrupt at least 5 times. He's been able to coast off of his gigantic ego from the beginning. So brag, 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 boast, boast, boast. I'm better than everybody. Trump equals success. Trump equals success. And a lot of people who are doofuses in the country who can get duped over pretty easily went, hell yeah, Donald Trump, man, a millionaire, man, billionaire, rich guy right there. That's why I'm going to support that guy. He's rich right there. Forget all the details. Forget that at least 5 businesses went bankrupt. Forget that they were the most comical ideas. He started a fucking mortgage company at the peak of the bubble before it popped. You want to talk about a businessman that doesn't know anything? I saw that bubble coming from a mile away. I saw what was happening with home prices and they were unsustainable and it was all going to collapse. Trump started a mortgage company when the bubble was at its peak. That's the dumbest business idea ever and the dumbest businessman ever. But no, they go, he's like Zuckerberg. Oh, he's the exact opposite of somebody like Zuckerberg. Please spare me. And again, we all know he started with a fucking silver spoon in his mouth. So the entire thing is a fraud on the American people. And somehow, a guy like this, his son, can casually say it, and there's very little discussion about just how factually incorrect it is.